to Power Conversations podcast by What's Your Superpower TV. This podcast features conversations of overcoming by faith and pushing through to fulfill a purpose-driven life. This podcast is hosted by CEO and best-selling author Nadia Francois. Welcome to the broadcast. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Power Conversations Live. I am your host, Nadia Francois. Today, we are doing a speaker tour with the Level Up co-host and power speakers. I am super excited about that. We are looking forward to the Level Up Summit that is coming up this weekend, March 25th through March 27th. This amazing summit is being hosted and created by the amazing Kern Crockett Cherry, a visionary with so much passion about empowering others and empowering our women to excel. So without further ado, we are going to get started with our first interview, and that is with Miss Brenda Myers. Let me bring her up. Hey, Queen,
Hello.
how are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. I am doing great. I cannot complain.
Good.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience. Tell us where you're from and who you are.
Okay. We like to talk about ourselves.
Right.
My name is Brenda Myers, and I am from Jackson, Mississippi, the bipolar state, because we don't know what our weather's going to do. One day it's 80 degrees and next day it's snowing. So that's just how we're living. I am CEO and founder of Entrepreneurs Academy 101. I am CEO and founder of Journey Insurance Solutions. I am an author. I am a motivational speaker, and I was voted Who's Who of America 2021 and 2022. So I'm excited to be here, and thank you for having me.
Awesome. Great information. Listen, Queen, this show is all about being an example of moving forward from adversity and pushing through into our purpose. So I want you to share with us an instance of you overcoming adversity and being propelled into your purpose.
Okay. Well, we're all experiencing or have experienced some type of change in our lives due to COVID. But my experience is way back in 2009 when the economy crashed. That was kind of an eye-opening experience for me. I was working for one of the largest law firms in the state of Mississippi, and I was working for one of the partners at the time. And because of the economy, companies were laying off and downsizing, and some were even closing their doors. So the rumor was going around that our law firm was going to have a layoff. But I felt like I was okay because I worked for one of the partners. So I was like, surely, they're not going to, lay me off. Well, I wasn't in the first round of layoffs, but I was in the second round of layoffs. I got the call and the phone said human resources. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. So I went to human resources and they were like, you're so good at your job. You're so great. You've been a great employee, but we're going to have to let you go. So I don't remember being upset about that, though. I remember thinking, okay, well, another opportunity is going to present itself. So what I did was I got my little severance money, and I kind of, like how the young people say, I balled out a little bit, enjoyed. But then reality hit. I found myself, the money was running out. So I had no money, no plan, and no income. Nothing. So I had to pivot and just think about what I was going to do next.
Yes. Look, we all do that. Go and mess up that money, and then we looking like,
uh-oh.
So how did you come out of it? Of course, you have come out of it. So tell us how you did that and what pretty much, of course, being broke will definitely motivate you to get off the foot. But, outside of that, if you had any external forces that just said, look, come on, let's just do this. What pushed you?
Well, I had, you're right. Having no money and a lack of funds is definitely a motivator. And I was divorced at the time. So my income was all we had. And at that time, I had school age children. I have twins, a boy and a girl. So they were school age. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I got to do something. So I had a friend who's in the insurance industry. And he was telling me that, he was working for himself. He was doing good. He was making money, and the commissions were great. So I said to myself, I could do that. Because he's like, why don't you just think about, doing insurance? And I'm like, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to, sell anything. But I did it. I went to school. I got my insurance license and I worked for a company for about a year. But I took the knowledge that I got from that company and I started my own company. So that's how I was able to bounce back.
All right. All right. And what type of timeline are we talking about here?
So in 2009, when I got downsized, in 2010, I was having my ribbon cutting ceremony at my office. So
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, right. I was like, I'm not going to, stay here and waddle in my self pity or whatever the case may
Yeah.
be. You have to keep going. You have to pick yourself up and dust yourself off, and just keep going.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's an amazing story. So, listen, y'all, you heard her very clearly. Don't sit and wallow in your sorrow. Get on up and keep going. That's what we
Right.
do. That's how we got to be, especially as kingdom entrepreneurs, right? Like, how can we say that we are walking by faith and we are trusting God if we don't just do what He instructs us to do? Because a lot of times, those moments, like when you were laid off, are the boost. That's supposed to be your boost,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes we take it the wrong way and
Mm-hmm.
go the other way rather than up, right? So I'm glad that you turned yours around really quickly and
Mm-hmm.
became an amazing insurance company owner.
Oh yeah.
So tell us what you offer in your company and just how it's grown over the years, because that's been what, 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So Journey Insurance Solutions, we are a multifaceted insurance company. What do I mean by that? That means that we have several carriers under our umbrella. So we have something for everybody, from whole life, term life, senior benefits, children's policies with Gerber, and just a lot of different companies. So we have a lot
Okay.
that we can offer anybody. I like to say that we're a one-stop shop when it comes
Okay.
to insurance.
And so tell me the importance. I just want you to school our audience a little bit, because there's a lot of people, even though there are a lot of people that are insured,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people that aren't insured, and they may need some information or some pushing, or just something that helps them to make the right decision. So what are some, just a couple of tips when choosing insurance, or seeking out an insurance policy,
Mm-hmm.
a
Well,
life insurance policy?
right. The most important thing is the sooner you get it, the better. So if you get it while you're younger, it's going to be inexpensive. But the older you get, the more it's going to cost. But it's better to have something than nothing at all. Like if you're older and you never had insurance, there are policies where you can get enough for your funeral. But we
Hmm.
don't want to be in a position where that's all we can get. We have
Right.
families. We want to leave a legacy. We want our children to do better than we did. And
Right.
a lot of times people don't realize that life insurance is for the ones we leave behind. It's not for you. So
Hmm.
if you are a household that is dependent on both incomes, and one of those, somebody die, the husband or the wife, whichever the case may be, that income goes away. So your lifestyle that you're accustomed to might change if you don't have the proper, plans in order. So I always tell my clients to do a financial needs analysis to know exactly what they need so that their family can maintain their standard of living, once someone has passed away.
Yes, yes, yes. And is there a particular type of policy that we should look for?
So for children, a whole life policy. You can insure a child from 16 days. So a newborn after 16 days can get a whole life policy. Just say if you wanted to insure that child's life and you want him to have it for the rest of his life, you can get a $500,000 policy for as little as $50 a month on a child. And it will be a whole life policy, which means that that child would have that policy during the duration of his life as long as the premium is paid. So
Okay.
that's one type of policy. But there's term life, and term life policy is just that. It's for a specific term, 10-year,
Mhm.
20-year, 30-year term. But when that term runs out, the insurance goes away unless you convert it or unless you get another policy. But
Okay.
if you get a 30-year policy, you're going to be 30 years older when that term runs
Right.
out. So it's going
Right.
to cost more. Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Mhm.
See there, look, you schooling us right quick, Queen, right quick. Yes,
Mhm.
so good. Well, thank you for those. I'm not gonna drill you no longer. Y'all gonna have to call and catch up with this Queen, book your consultation so that you can get insured, secure your life, secure something for your family, secure your legacy, and definitely not be a burden at the time of your death on the family, because time after, with even though people have always died unexpectedly and things like that, it just seems like it's just so much more rapid right now, right? So
Yes,
that's why I wanted you to cover those questions for me, and I appreciate that. So
absolutely.
now let's talk about Level Up Summit. All right. Y'all
Yes.
listen, Level Up is coming up this weekend. Miss Brenda Myers is a power speaker
Mhm.
for Level Up. And so, Miss Brenda, what made you decide to choose Level Up?
So in 2020, I think it was right before the the pandemic got really out of control. I met Miss Kern Cherry. Someone recommended that she meet me, and so we communicated. And I was on her Power Up Summit at the time.
Okay.
I was one of the speakers on the Power Up Summit, and so this opportunity presented itself again, for me to be a part of it. And anytime Miss Kern has something, it is top notch. It
Yeah.
is like a big deal. As a matter of fact, I have made so many connections on this summit than I did before. All of these amazing women dropping gems and nuggets on how we can improve. It's
Yes.
it's just
Yes.
amazing. So I I'm the kind of person that I like female empowerment and
Yeah.
uplifting each other. And so this is an opportunity for me to give back some of the things I've learned. So if I could help one woman, female, whatever the case may be, not go through something that I went through, then I feel like I've done my job.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And so, what are you speaking on for the summit?
So my topic is entrepreneurship. I am going to be speaking to aspiring entrepreneurs or beginner entrepreneurs and telling them about the path they need to take toward entrepreneurship. It covers having an entrepreneur mindset, overcoming challenges that sometimes we grow up in a way that cause us to not feel like we can. So we have to
Hmm.
change our mindset to thinking that,
Yeah.
I can do it too. I tell myself sometimes, I say, well, if Bill Gates can do it, be a billionaire, I can do it too. In one
Absolutely.
life, you could do it too. So, and then too, I'm going to talk about my school. I've created Entrepreneurs Academy 101. It's an online school
Okay.
for beginner entrepreneurs. So it
Love
has,
it.
yes, it has courses from how do you get an LLC, how do you do a business plan, how do you do a budget, social media marketing. We know social media is like everywhere.
Yeah.
So social media marketing is very important. And one of the other things is, you know, uh, it's almost graduation time for high school students. A lot of high school kids, they really don't want to go to college. This social media thing, they're seeing a lot of young people get rich doing
Yeah.
social media. So my platform is to try to give them structure when it comes to that. The money can come in so fast and they're rapidly spending it and not making a plan. So what
Right.
I will talk about to them is how to make a plan, how to create wealth, how to create generational wealth, how to leave a legacy, and just enjoy your money and your life without pressure. Because if you do it the
Yeah.
right way, You won't be stressed out.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. So, Miss Brenda, do you have any final thoughts for our viewers?
The most important thought that I have, or something I want to share with the viewers, is anything that you want to do, your dream, your vision, your passion, go for it. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to somebody telling you that you can't, because your passion is in you, and you're not going to be happy unless you birth it. You have to birth your dream and your vision. Just because you tell someone, I want to have a hair salon, and they tell you, well, you're good at nails. Why don't you open a nail salon? That's just their opinion. You don't have to listen to it. That's just their opinion. So don't share your $1 million dreams or visions with a dollar visionary. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Somebody that don't share your mindset, because they're not going to understand. And then
That's
also,
it.
never quit. Never give up on your dream. That's very
Yes.
important, because if you don't keep going, you never know what the end will be.
Absolutely. And with that being said, Queen, tell us how we can connect with you, how we can book that consultation for our insurance, and any other contact or upcoming events that you may have.
Okay. Well, you can reach me at www.brendabmyers.com. That's my personal website. And on that website, it has links to where you can go and you can schedule your consultations through Calendly. I always say that word wrong. Calendly. That's one. And then I have the Journey Insurance Solutions. It's www.journeyinsuranceSolutions.com. And the Entrepreneurs Academy, which is my baby. I'm so excited about this. It's www.entrepreneursacademy101.com.
Love it. Love it. Love
Yes.
it. And are any social media handles?
My Instagram is at Brenda Myers CEO, and my Facebook is just, I think it's just Brenda Myers. Brenda Myers at BrendaMyers.com, or at Brenda
All right.
Myers. Yeah, I get those confused because there's so many outlets. It's so
Yeah,
much.
it is. It is. I try to keep mine together, but having several platforms makes that a
Right.
little difficult. But I definitely understand, Queen. But I'm sure you have your social media linked through your website so they can
Yes.
definitely reach you there. So
Yes.
good, good, good. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us today for the Level Up Speaker Tour. And we look forward to hearing from you this weekend, Queen.
Absolutely. I'm so excited about it.
Awesome. You have a great afternoon.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Guys, listen, we are super pumped up, super excited about Level Up Summit coming to us this weekend. The event is virtual and hybrid. So, well, virtual and in person. So it's a hybrid event that on Saturday, Friday, and Saturday, the events start at 8 a.m. virtually. So you need to make sure you register for free at www.time2levelup.com. That is time, the number two, levelup.com. Can get your complimentary tickets. Also, if you are able to get the VIP ticket, there are some amazing perks that come with that. So you are also able to choose that option as well. But either way, you need to join us for the Level Up Summit this weekend. Also, on Sunday, we are having an amazing author and business showcase in person in Biloxi, Mississippi. I will be there in person. Some of the other amazing speakers and co hosts will be there in person. So, listen, you have to make sure that you are connected with us and tuned in for the Level Up Summit. And while we wait on our next interview, I'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. We are back with our next interview. Power speaker Yolanda Churchwell. You ready, Miss Yolanda? We're gonna bring you on up. Hey, Queen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Nadia?
I'm doing well. Welcome to Power Conversations Live.
Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience. Let us know where you are from and who you are.
Okay, well, my name is Yolanda Churchwell, and I am from Ohio, and I am the system solutionist. I help women entrepreneurs take the hassle out of their hustle so they can make more money and have more free time. I am also a best selling author of the anthology For Such a Time as This and a contributing writer to Own It magazine.
I love it. And did you say where you were from?
I am from Ohio. Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome, awesome, Queen. So, listen, Power Conversations podcast is all about telling the stories of women of overcoming adversity and pushing through into their purpose. So, I'm sure you have several accounts of adversity over your lifetime, but tell us about one that propelled you into your purpose.
Before this, I owned a store, a clothing store, retail store, and it was dress clothes for men and women. I'm a preacher kid, so it was them Sunday go to meetings, and I carried plus sizes for women and big and tall for men, and it was an overnight success. Everything I had a brick and mortar, I did vendor events, I had private sales, I was a personal stylist for pastors and preachers for 3 different states, and everything was going so well. I did a lot of custom orders because you don't never want two people to look alike.
Right,
And I come
right.
from a small community too, so I never ordered more than two of anything. We ain't trying to create no who wore it better memes. Um, and so I had to stay on top of my ordering and getting things ready and delivering it to clients. And so what happened is I had created a plan so that I wouldn't fail, but I never created a plan for my success. So on the front end, my clients look good, I look good, the store looked good, but on the back end, it was a hot mess. Um, when I would help a woman to get dressed, I would start with that foundation. We all know about the girdle, the waist trainer. Okay, put that on. So then when you put the clothes on top, it shows off your curves and stuff. But when you don't have that girdle, you got a roll and a dimple and a cottage cheese. Well, that's what my business was looking like from the backside. It was coming apart at the seams. And so I had to figure out what was wrong. And what was wrong is that I never had a plan to succeed. I didn't have the systems in place to build that strong foundation so that it would support me as I grew. And so what I learned from that is because I actually closed down the store. And I think one of the worst things that you can do, everybody thinks that going out of business because you don't have business is bad, but it's actually worse when you have to go out of business because you can't keep up with how you're growing. And so God showed me that I didn't have a foundation in place. And so as I learned more about that, I'm like, this is what I do. This is who I am. And so then I started the business assistance group where I call it the bag. So my clients get the bag to help them secure their bag.
I love it. I love it. So now I need to know a little bit more about this. So what actually why did you end up closing it? Because it was just all over the place on the back end?
Because it was on this. I have a 9 to 5, and then I
Okay.
had the store. And
Yeah.
although people weren't noticing it as much, I was noticing that I pride myself on my customers having the best experience. And I
Gotcha.
noticed that things were starting to slip through the crack. And I didn't have the time and the attention to give it. And my grandfather helped raise me, and he said, if you're not gonna do something right, don't do it at all. And
Yep.
so it just got to be where I had to make some decisions about what I was going to do,
Mm-hmm.
and so I just kind of took a pause, and I actually didn't even close things down at first. I kept the website up and going, but I closed the brick and mortar, and I just kept praying like, God, show me my purpose, because I also felt like part of me was like, eh. and you shouldn't feel about your
Right.
business.
About
But
your own business. You're right.
when you don't have those systems in place, you get tired and you feel overwhelmed. It's like what you love to do becomes something that you really don't want to be. And so I took a break and I kind of prayed on things, and that's when I realized what was going on. And rather than do bad business, I just chose not to do any business at all.
Yes, yes, yes. I understand now. I was trying to put it together. I needed you to bring it together for me, sis.
All right now.
But yeah, I definitely understand because it probably would have been more of a hassle for you and it would have taken you further the opposite way if
Mhm.
you would have tried to keep going and half doing. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I think sometimes you got to do something to get closer to your purpose. And if I had never gone through that, then
Mhm.
how could I be able to understand what people feel like to be able to help them? So, in order for me to do what I do naturally, I had to go through something so that I could have those feelings that business owners have when they
Yeah.
feel that frustration and overwhelm.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, in going through that, coming out, you started the business assistance group. Tell us more.
So, basically, what happened is I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but I still wasn't real clear. And I'm a PK, so I have to pray on everything. And God wakes me up. Sometimes I'd be a little frustrated, but He wakes me up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I keep a little pad next to my bed and I write down and I go back to sleep. But it was a series of dreams over a series of weeks. And He told me the business assistance group. And then He gave me the tagline, get the bag to help you secure your bag. And then it was just like it all came together and I was able to put it down on paper. So He gave me the desires of my heart and I was able to bring it to fruition.
Love it, love it. So,
Yeah.
what exactly do you do?
So what I do is I come in after you've been in business for a while and you know what it is that you're doing, you're making some money, but because you're growing, you start to feel this tug of war between what it is you do, your talent, and the business of doing business, the paperwork and all of that. And so you start to feel frustrated. You start to feel overwhelmed. You feel like you've plateaued. You don't know, you feel like your wheels are spinning, like you're busy, but you're not productive. So what
Yeah.
I do is I come in and I help you to create standard operating procedures and help you implement systems. I teach you about my best friends, delegate and automate so that
Yes.
you can focus on your talent, and in reality you end up making more money and you have more free time so you can make your dreams your reality. What happens a lot of times is that when people start a business, once you get to a certain level, it's like you're working for the business or in the business. You're running around all the time. And so what I do is I help you get to a place where you're running your business. You tap into that Fortune 100 CEO that is within you so that you have the free time to live the life you want to live. But then also, when opportunities arise, you're able to take advantage of those and your business can grow because you're not so busy putting fires out all day.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
love it. I love delegating automatic.
Yeah, they're my besties. Them is my besties.
Yes, I love it. I love it. All right. So we have the bag. You have anything else you're working on?
So, what I'm going to be talking about at Level Up is I'm going to be explaining to people the 3 things that they need to do to take the hassle out of their hustle. So, it's called Hustle with Ease. That's the name of my presentation. And basically, people need to understand that hustle is a verb and it shouldn't be all, what you do all the time. That whole you never sleep, grind all the time. I don't know who created that, but that's pure craziness. Hustle is for a season, it's when you're sowing into your business, but you shouldn't always be sowing. There should be a harvest. So I want to teach you how to take that hassle out of your hustle so that it can just be what it is. It's a business. It's not a hustle, it's a business.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, she said she gonna help you take that hassle out of that hustle. Y'all listen, make sure that you get on the Level Up Summit. Make sure you register www.time the number 2 levelup.com. Now, Miss Yolanda, what made you decide to be a part of the Level Up Summit?
Well, you know what? One, okay, let's just go to the real big answer. Kern Cherry, okay? Because Kern is about her business. She's the butts in the
Yes.
seats queen. I had spoke at a woman a conference she had previously, and I was like, you know what? I will do this again. I need to go do some work on me. So I
Mhm.
spoke then, and then I went off and I created my programs and stuff, and I came back, and so I just feel like one, Kern creates opportunities that allow you to get out in front of people so people know what you do and stuff. That's awesome. Two, level up. That's basically what I help people do. You
Yes.
in business and you starting to do what you do, and then it's like, well, what do I do next? Like I'm running into these roadblocks. It's because you need that foundation. I like to say it's like the three little pigs. The first pig built his house out of the twigs, and the wind blew and they knocked it down. Okay, that's when you work a 9 to 5. You know, the wind blow, you got to do whatever your employer say do. Then you got to the one with the sticks, and that's where you build your business and you doing good. But then the winds start to blow. You know, you start to make money. Same thing happened to me, and it knocks it down. But when you get to that third pig with them bricks, that's me. I come in and help you build that strong foundation with them systems and those operating procedures. It don't matter how hard the wind blow. You're going to be all right and you're going to continue to grow. So level up is an opportunity where women are coming, women and men, I say, are coming to figure out how to take their business to the next level. I am that answer. I'm here for them.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Y'all get pumped up. It's going down this weekend. It's going down. They bring in the knowledge. They bring in the fire. They bring in everything we need to level up in life and in business, because a lot of these business principles roll right on over into your personal life, because
Mhm.
you need systems in place at the house, right?
Yes. Yes, and your business can never grow bigger than you, the person. What you should see is you grow, then your business grows. Then you're going to have some more personal development and your business going to have some more success. It's just an ongoing circle, but your business will never get bigger than you.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. So, Queen, do you have any final words for our viewers?
Yes, get registered for Level Up. There is no reason, any excuse you could give me right now for not coming, I can give you a solution. So get registered. It is free. You don't got to get dressed. You ain't even got to have a babysitter. Come on out. Even if you, no matter where you're at in the process, level up. If you're going from 0 to 1, that's a level up. If you're going from 10 to 30, that's a level up. But let me tell you right now, I'm coming. I'm coming to speak, but I'm also coming to level up. I'm not coming to take notes. I'm coming to create a to-do list. See, we got enough.
Awesome.
We got enough going on. We got enough notepads at the house where you'd intended all this stuff for free. This is a different type of free thing. You come in here and you should leave with a to-do list. Don't just leave with notes. Get you a to-do list. As my
Mm.
granddaddy say, some people go to fill an application. Some people go to get a job. Come to get your job. Come to get the
Come
get what
on,
you
get
need
your
to level
job.
up.
I love that. I love
Yes.
that.
So that's
Now
that's
that's
what I say.
knowledge
Come
right
on
there.
out. Let us pour into you, and you never know. One room you come in, I'll be speaking. Another room you come in, I'm gonna be sitting next to you. We all coming to get something. Come on to the room. Come on, have fun.
Absolutely. I love it, Queen. Now tell us, how do we connect with you? How do we get to the bag? How do we connect on social media? Give us your contact info.
So if you go to www.get-the-bag.com, that's get-the-bag.com. Right there, you will have every different social media that I have. You can follow me there. You can go to my website. You can book a consultation. You can order a copy of my book. Anything you want to do with Yolanda Churchwell, you can do right there. It's get-the-bag.com.
Love it. Love it. All right, Queen. It has been wonderful here today. This has been an amazing interview. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Thank you for having me, Nadia, and I look forward to seeing you as well. Have a great, great evening. Thank you so
You
much.
as well, Queen. Y'all, you heard that? We learning how to get to the bag at Level Up Summit. Make sure you register. Make sure you take the time and register for this free event. It's going to be amazing. Over 70 speakers, y'all. 70 speakers dropping knowledge, men and female speakers coming with so much information to help you level up in life, level up in business. Kern Crockett Cherry has pulled out all the stops. On Sunday, we will be in person with Chapel Heart, a Black Western group performing live, y'all. We get to hear a live performance. We also have the author showcase. The business showcase starts at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, right in Biloxi, Mississippi. We going to the coast, y'all. We go and connect with Kern Cherry in person, and I can't wait. Y'all come see me. We're going to be doing interviews on the red carpet. There'll be interviews throughout the showcase on Sunday. So make sure that you get your tickets and get your plan to make it to Biloxi this Sunday. So right now we have a break before we get to the rest of our speakers. So I will come back around 4:30 with our co-host, Therese Donaldson. So I'll see y'all in a little bit.